be doing barbecued spare ribs. We're going to make our own rub, and then we're going to make our own barbecue sauce to glaze it. I've got a whole spare ribs here. This was given in Tom Hickson's home delivery, so I'm still trying to work my way through his home delivery, but these are one of the things that was in the box. So it's Iberico Spare Ribs. So like I say, going to make a rub. In that rub's going to be garlic powder, paprika, fennel, pepper, cumin, salt, bit of palm sugar. Going to rub it on there, and then we're going to cover it in tin foil and then just bake it in the oven. Normally I would steam it. I'd probably vac pack it and then steam it for an hour, but got no vac pack machine and don't have a steamer. So we're gonna bake it in a tray with tin foil. Then I'm gonna make a sticky sauce. In there I'm gonna add some honey, some soy sauce, some balsamic, a little touch of chili, tomato ketchup. Now normally you put some bourbon in there. Don't have any bourbon, but I have got a bottle of Havana Club that I haven't used in years, so I'm going to put a generous splash of Havana Club in that sauce as well. So without further ado, I'm going to crack on and start preparing the spare ribs for tonight. Okay guys, so for the dry rub, I've got garlic powder, paprika, palm sugar, fennel seeds, salt, pepper and cumin. We're just going to mix that together. I mean, if you like something spicy, you could probably add some chili to the mix, but I'm not going to add any chili tonight because my youngest one, Archie, he just really can't take the heat that much. So we're just going to mix it up. Wow, that garlic powder's strong. And then we're just going to rub this on the spare ribs. I was talking to a very good friend of mine, Michael O'Hare. Hi Michael. And he wanted to see this recipe as well. So Michael, here's your spare ribs, and I hope you like it. So dry rub, we're going to take our beauty, look at that, beauty. And then we're just going to spread the dry rub over the pork belly. Now we'll do it front and back of the pork belly. I mean, I'd probably do this, a few hours in advance. Like I say, I'd say about 4 hours before is probably a good shout. But you want to rub it into the pork, the spare ribs, sorry, so it sticks to the meat, and also any moisture that's on that meat will soak up the dry rub. So I'm going to turn this over. Just fits in that pan. So again on the top. And this is probably about 1.8, 2 kilo spare ribs. I'm just going to rub it in there. Making sure all that rub gets on the spare ribs. Take a little bit of that. So, dry rub. Okay guys, so spare ribs have been rubbed with the dry rub. It smells great. Right, I'm just gonna tightly cover it in tin foil, just so there's no, try and keep all that steam in the tray. So like I say, we're going to put this in the oven 170 for 1 hour. 1 hour should do it. You could cut them up individually if you wanted to. I prefer to cook it whole and then glaze it whole and then cut it from the whole rack. So that's going to go in the oven for 1 hour at 170. Sauce. In here I have got ketchup, honey, soy sauce and balsamic vinegar. So what to add to this, like I say guys, you normally add a bourbon whiskey to this. That gives it a bit more depth and a bit more flavour, but don't have any bourbon. What I do have is Havana Club, so I'm going to add some Havana Club. So for this recipe, it's probably looking at 5 tablespoons. I'll put all the recipes on my Instagram post. So we're going to mix that up guys, and all we're going to do with that, we're going to put that on the stove and we're going to reduce it until it becomes nice and sticky. So when the smells nice. So when the spare ribs are ready, we're going to brush this on the spare ribs and then put it back in the oven for about another 10-15 minutes, so you get this lovely glaze on the spare ribs. You could actually finish this off on the barbecue. It's a good idea to, if you were having a barbecue, is cook it in the oven with a dry rub and then get the glaze in it and then finish it in the barbecue. Then you get that really smokiness from the charcoal and everything. So while the spare ribs in the oven, I'm just going to put this on to reduce, and we're going to get it nice and sticky and nice and lovely. Guys, so I've just took off the sauce, so I've just kind of reduced it just till it becomes a bit thicker. But in all fairness, I've tasted it, and with the rum, it's really good. So that's what we're looking at for the sauce, guys. We've got a nice dark glaze, beautiful, and it smells great. It smells sweet. That rum, really good. So that's. So I just took the pork out the oven. So that's had 1 hour. 1 hour at 170. It smells great. It smells great. Ay, 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 ay. You can smell all the spices, guys. It smells great. The cumin, paprika, the garlic. Just letting you see that. So that's been roasted with the dry rub. It smells great. So we have our cooked spare ribs. So we've got our sauce here. Beautiful. So we're just going to put a little bit of this sauce on the top of the ribs. I did a little bit extra sauce as well, because I quite like having a little bit on the side, so you can dip more your ribs in more of the sauce. We're just going to glaze the top of that, like so. And then I'm going to put this back in the oven for another 15 minutes, just so we can glaze up that sauce. It smells great, guys. It smells great. It looks great as well. There we go. Beautiful. So that's our ribs being glazed. I'm just going to pop that back in the oven for another 15 minutes. Okay guys, I've just took the ribs out, so that's had 15 minutes at 170. Look at the glaze on that. Smells great. Oh, beautiful. Really happy with that. Just how I want it. Sticky, messy, sticky ribs, guys. So I'm just going to take it out the tray and put it on this board. Bit hot that. Wow. So, bit of salt in there, guys. Just a little bit of salt. And I'm just going to serve that with a little bit more sauce on the side there, guys, in case there wasn't enough on top of that sticky ribs. So there we have it, guys. That's my sticky barbecued ribs with Iberico. Oh, timer's off. That's my sticky barbecued ribs with Iberico Spare Ribs, and this is from Tom Hickson. He's doing his home delivery, and that's where I got the spare ribs from. And this is a big shout out to Michael O'Hare, who's doing his home delivery thing as well. And I hope you get a chance to enjoy this, Michael. But guys, as always, there it is in all its glory. Smells great. So it's good night, it's God bless, stay home, stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow, Mara. Good night.